Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. Fuck you, AKITO. I'm Drew, Bidu.
And I'm your favorite backstabbing maid, Silveroni.
And welcome back to the G&A podcast where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. Oni, how are you feeling tonight?
I am feeling tired, but I nonetheless am excited to talk about this week of anime.
Same. Even though it feels like I've been shot through my stomach by an invisible bullet, I too am actually interested. Not just interested. I am looking forward to. I'm also excited. I'm elated at the fact of discussing the anime this week for reasons. So without any further ado, let's hop into our first segment, the new segment, which is called This Week in Anime. I guess I'm gonna go first because I have two pieces, so we'll just do back and forth. For all you ladies and as well as gentlemen who are thinking of a hot, spicy gift for your, girlfriend who's hopefully into weeb shit, Day Night has released some Heaven Feels inspired negligee and tights.
Sexy. Of course, the Rin one is better.
Huh?
The Rin one is better. Is it Rin or is it Saber Alter? I saw it. Oh no, it's Saber
Alter.
It's
Saber Alter.
Yeah, the Saber Ultra one is better.
Yeah, I would say so because only because what Sakura is wearing isn't really like a negligee.
Also, her leggings they aren't doing it for me.
Yeah, it's like, does anyone think that's hot?
They were a bit too realistic with them. Like, I don't want my girlfriend to look like she has like blood vessels pumping out of her legs.
Yeah, exactly. But they do have some other cute ones. I think my favorite one as of right now is the one that does indeed match with Salter's outfit.
Yeah, the red and black one.
Yeah, the one that looks like Excalibur.
Yeah, that one's great.
That one's pretty cute. I really don't see anyone like wearing.
I might buy this just to have it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's how gentlemen, if you don't have a girl, don't unless you just like dressing up like this, don't buy it, because what's gonna happen is when you do get that girl, she's gonna come home and she's gonna come back to your place. She's gonna see this and she's like, "Why do you have it?" And she's like, "Oh, just
and I'm gonna be like, "For you, babe," and then she's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have."
No. Unless she's dumb. And if you're dating a dumb girl, then I guess at that point you can just do whatever you want.
Whatever. To each their own.
To each their own, indeed. But yeah, no, Saber Alter one's really cute. Like, I almost wish I was straight so I can like buy it for someone.
This is only $62.
It's only $62. That's
the legwear is $62 and the negligee is $104.
Okay. Yeah, well then. Okay, so I thought when you said $62, I'm like, oh, negligee. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's in gacha money. That's not much, That's too.
Okay,
too
in human money, that's
whatever. I'm gonna blow through that for BB.
Okay, so like I think I would be okay. I would have to get it as a gift for someone I care about to pay that much money for the negligee. Like, they would have to, really love it. I would not, under any circumstances, pay $62 for tights.
Those are really Those are really cute tights, though. Just
not $62. Cute. Absolutely not.
All right. Let me move on to my piece of news, which is not as uplifting. Maybe it's a bit just as lewd, but Studio Arms is declaring bankruptcy. If you're not familiar with Studio Arms, they are the ones you just don't know you are. They are the ones behind masterpieces like Queen's Blade, Samurai Girls, Elfen Lied, and AKITO. All the classics.
All of a sudden, I'm not feeling bad anymore.
The classic anime of our generation. I mean, for as much shit I'm talking right now, I did love Queen's Blade and Elfen Lied and AKITO. So, Yeah, no, they're declaring bankruptcy. The company was founded in 1996, initially focused on outsourcing work for Studio Piero. They did some work, of course, they did some work with Pink Pineapple and Green Bunny on adult anime. So, you know, they also did Mezzo, for those of you who remember Mezzo. So yeah, they have a big repertoire of older anime. So unfortunately, they're going under. Hopefully, hopefully that means that somebody else will get licenses to Queen's Blade and AKITO, because those are actually pretty relevant series, I think, out of their whole catalog of stuff. Like, you can have a new Queen's Blade or a new AKITO. I hope some other studio gets those titles. But yeah, rip.
All right, and for the last news, rest in peace, Arms. The last news, Beastars anime season 2. We finally get a date. Well, not a date, but a month. It will air in January 2021.
That's pretty soon.
That is indeed very soon. I only mentioned this very briefly, only because I really, really, really want us to cover this. If it's anything like the first season, I want us to cover this for a podcast. It was just so, the flavor of this is just so like it's like Centaur's Life, like except CGI as fuck. But
all right, are you interested in doing a deal right now, live on the podcast?
Oh, I hate
because
it
I
here.
think another show that's airing in January 20. I don't know if it's January or spring, but Data Live season 4. So.
Oh no, but that's I have to watch. No, see, I have to watch so many.
No. It's not that many. Each season's like 12 episodes. You'll fly through it.
48, and you just have to watch 12. No, that's
36. I said season 4, so you only watch 36 episodes.
Oh, only 36. Oh,
listen, we have what? How many months between now and January? 4? At least 4 months.
Bitch, I have a whole backlog of shit I need to watch.
You can move it. You can move Data Live up a bit just so we can catch.
I
have a whole backlog.
X Hunter.
And I have a whole backlog too. I'll move Beastars up so we can watch Beastars season 2.
Because I don't want to watch these seasons of this and say it wasn't worth the one season of Beastars. Because Beastars is really fucking good.
Well, alright, don't do that thing where you compare it to Beastars, for one.
Okay, wow, the fact that you're scared about comparing it to is
because they're two. One is a action ecchi comedy, and this one is probably super serious about some fucking animal society, like Animal Farm 2.0 thing. I'm just saying, one is way more.
The last time I did this, it was High School DxD. No.
I'll tell you this: Data Live is way more up your alley than High School DxD. Data Live is nowhere near as ecchi as High School DxD.
The ecchi literally was the least amount of my problem.
Well, and also, it's funnier than High School DxD. You'll like it. I know. Right. I know your taste by now. You'll like it. It is not the usual.
How about
slice of life.
How about this? I'm going to watch one season of Data Live.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna watch Beastars. If you love Beastars that much, I will consider, and by consider I mean I probably watch. Like, if you like it so much that you're like, oh yeah, I could totally watch season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will finish the other 2 seasons of Data Live.
Fair enough. Deal.
Yeah, that's like super works out in your favor. You just have to watch it. Like,
deal accepted.
All right. With those shady deals out of the way, let us. Oh shit! Where's any chart? Okay, well I don't know where my any chart is, but either way, it's time for the weekly reviews. Oh, here it is! Yay! Found it.
Technical difficulties.
Beep. No. First up is as usual, ReZero Season 2, Episode 5.
Yeah. This episode didn't make me like Amelia anymore. It already did. I didn't fall for it this time, Orion. You didn't get me this time. I win.
Oh, so funny.
But yeah, no, I have mixed feelings on this episode because again, Subaru stood out in this episode to me as being particularly cool and good. I'm waiting for the fall. Like he's being built up too well to not come crumbling down soon.
Oh, absolutely! Standing up to the witch when she says shit about his parents, he was like, "No, you actually don't know them."
Yeah,
and your little illusion that you drummed up, even if it came from my head, it pales in comparison to how awesome my parents are in their life. That was so cool. I was like,
he's really grown as a character, like so much. Even that Rosewall interaction where he's like still being, like, how dare you do all this shit, but he's still smart enough to be like, all right, but I'm not gonna ruin your whole plan and tell Amelia. Like, I feel like if this had happened, 20 episodes ago, season 1, he would have totally like, oh, I'm gonna go tell Amelia right now, and then Rom would have had to fucking slit his throat or something.
Yeah. Not complaining. Speaking of Rosewall, it's a couple of things I didn't say on purpose because I didn't want to like have a whole discourse with everyone in
Live watch.
In the live watch, thank you. I'm like almost 70% sure, if not more, and that's me being conservative, that he that he's aware of Subaru's abilities.
Oh, like, I'm like 89% sure.
They they emphasized it twice. He's like, I had faith.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make any sense for him to have faith unless he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like the first time I was like, second time I was like, okay, girl, you know.
Yeah, he definitely knows. Which makes me also think if he knows, I mean, maybe it's a stretch to say Rom also knows. Do you think? Like, he would tell Rom if he knew? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't necessarily think so.
But yeah, no, I feel like he definitely does know, for sure.
Yeah.
He wouldn't just, I'm going to have my whole plan rest on your shoulders without knowing any of your abilities and just having met you randomly. He's too smart for that. Also, he's super manipulative, which makes me think maybe he played a role.
It makes me love him even more. I'm just like, oh, you're hot, and like you weren't just some background character. Like,
it makes me think he played a role in actually maybe getting Subaru his ability. Like him and Beatrice, definitely. There's way more to them than we're seeing right now.
Like I said, they're connected to the witch. I just don't know how. I called it the moment Beatrice got upset. I was like, he's definitely connected to the witch somehow. And this episode basically solidified it. You just need to know how.
Maybe he did a deal with the witch to get Subaru with this power in this world, and it would make sense why he would run into Amelia so quickly when he arrived. It's all coming together.
Shout out to me for the foresight. Puerto Rico. So we learned that Puerto Rico. We don't super know what she's trying to do. I mean, I feel like they try to frame it as like, oh yeah, Puerto Rico was just a part of the conservatives and blah 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 blah. I don't think that's 100% correct. I know she's like. She plotting something.
Yeah. She definitely is also up to something. I don't know what. But that's why I like the show, because it gets me all these, it gets my brain juices flowing. It's really good at building suspense and mystery. What I didn't like about this episode is Amelia, because Amelia's a whiny little useless woman that doesn't do anything.
Oh, come on. I mean, yeah, did it make me like her anymore either? No, of course not. But it's like, to be fair, it's like, we don't know anything about her past.
I'm just gonna expect anything from Amelia. That way I can't be disappointed. I just don't like the way that the show keeps presenting her with opportunities to do something, and then she just doesn't do anything, and then Subaru has to do it for her.
Lame.
Yeah, stop doing that. Don't stop setting her up. There's Subaru keeps passing her the ball to take a jump shot, and she just fucking misses the basket every single time. Like, no,
the way that Garfield literally was like, okay, so she can't pass it, but you passed it, so take over.
Yeah.
Like it's like I kind of understand why he needs Amelia to do it, but it's like, but we don't like. It's like I understand why he wants her to do it, but she's not. Ooh, I hate to say it, she's just not necessary.
This is kind of like funny because it's like the opposite issue of what's going on in Oregairu when we get to there. It's just like this guy keeps trying to set up a useless woman to do something, and she's just like, I can't do it, and everyone's like, please just do it for her. Please, Subaru, just do it for her. Stop
just do it for her. She's so lame.
She's so weak. Just do it for her.
God.
And I hate saying that because I actually like when Amelia's just chilling and being cute, she's fine. But when the story purposely sets her up to do something and she just fucking drops the ball constantly, yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah, I definitely understand your pain and frustration. But yeah, maybe she'll get better eventually. I think one of our, I think Xavier often said, like, because
I look forward to season 5.
He's like, yeah, he's like, oh my god, she gets better, just wait. So I'm holding out on that. Speaking of girls who started great and are still great, Bowel Girl comes back. I forget her name. I just call her Bowel Girl.
Yeah, you mean at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering her from season 1. She was like from the first episode, right?
The first few episodes. Just from the first arc in general.
I thought she died. Didn't she die or something?
Nope. She was alive. She's very strong.
Well, apparently so. She fucking killed Subaru.
I mean, that doesn't make her strong. That just makes her someone who killed Subaru. A lot of strong things kill him, but yet, in reality, most people could just kill Subaru.
I mean, I kind of like that too. I like that he's just a normal dude that can't do anything. Like his power is literally just coming back to life. Like he doesn't have any powers really. Like he can't fight. So I do like that aspect of his character too. But also I'm curious to see where his last like save point. Yeah. Is it after the whole? I mean, I guess it's after the whole REM thing.
Do you think it's before or after they're in the village? That's the main question.
That's a really interesting question. Maybe it's going to be like... I forget, does he have the ability to set his own save points, or is it just random?
Just random.
Maybe it's like right before they left to the village and he has that white thing tied around his wrist by Petra, the cloth.
Maybe.
Still trying to find.
They made a point. They made a point to point it. They made a point to point it out.
Yeah.
In this episode. Okay. Up next we have Oregairu season 3 episode 5.
Yep. This was a good episode. I was expecting it to be much more. I'm always afraid that the show's gonna delve back into melodrama,
and it just doesn't.
Good. Very good. I trust you again, Oregairu, to handle yourself appropriately.
Next episode. Oh, everyone's just lying somewhere, tears in their eyes, feeling sad.
It's because I think that this was the first time I've actually seen like Hachiman not be pathetic, and like I know that sounds weird, but like
or a dick.
Yeah, like he wasn't pathetic this episode and mopey and like, oh, do about my life. I really liked seeing him to actually like bust through the go through the student council room and talk to Iroha and sit down and talk to Yukino without any issues or anything.
Yeah. I like that this was like it was like a clear, concise like problem. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I want to be able to help Yukino, but she doesn't really want my help. So how can I help her without straight up helping her? Because I still want to respect her wishes. Because if you cross that boundary, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing all of this.
Yeah, exactly. So finally he comes up with a creative solution that isn't just, I'll hurt myself to help the group of people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'll make everyone hurt. Like hate
if I jump in front of a car, they have to have the prom.
Exactly. If I stab someone, stab myself.
Yeah, then the prom has to go on. They'll be too distracted. I don't understand why the parents are dicks and don't want the prom to happen yet, but
I mean, it's just basically Yukino's mom.
okay, but why is Yukino's mom being a dick? I don't
That's
know.
a great question.
I
think she's a control freak, honestly.
Maybe. I just feel like it's like a weird. This is a weird topic for them to have the conflict over.
This is where I'm not okay.
Yeah, this is where I'm drawing the line.
Kids dancing and having a good time.
What?
Ugh.
What? High schools and proms? Who ever heard of such a crazy nonsense?
I mean, actually, I'm not sure they have proms, and like I didn't realize.
I mean, they have to have some kind of dance or something, you know? Like I don't think. Do they?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's just because they do have something. I forget what they did mention it a few times in the last episode, but I think for them it's just like no, not even because Yukino's not even graduating this year. They're second year students.
Yeah, but they can still like.
So it makes even less sense why she's involved.
Yeah,
it's like if it was her graduation year, and then the mom was like, "Oh, I just want things to be the way they are," man. Like I don't need some new shit to happen. I don't know what this is. Not for my daughter's graduation.
Imagine if you're graduating and there's a second year, there's a sophomore's mom is like, sorry, I'm canceling prom for the senior.
Exactly. You're just like, wait, what the fuck?
What? What? Isn't your daughter not even in the prom? Doesn't matter. We're canceling. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit messed up.
Yeah, she may or may not just be kind of a little bit psychotic.
Between this and Fruits Baskets, I mean, maybe it's my Americanisms, but like Japan, you need to learn how to tell people just fuck off, even if they're your elders. Sometimes people just need to fuck off.
Oh please, that shit happens in America.
Yeah, but
yes, it does.
It does, but I feel like there's enough. Like, if this was a thing that happened in America, and like some second year's mom was like, "The student council's not going to," half the student body would be like, "Fuck off."
I don't. Yeah, that is super. That much. I agree with you, but yeah, trust me. There's times where I have said some shit to older people, and everyone's like, "Did you just talk to him like that? Respect for your elders." And I'm just like, "Yeah, nah, you can all line up and kiss."
Oh, great! Now I'm imagining you wearing like '90s, like a backwards baseball cap with like a skateboard, like later for your rules, Grandpa.
Not even. It would be like at work stuff where they would just be like, I know more because I'm older. Blah, blah. Oh my god, there's one dude who's just obnoxious, man. It's amazing how he really did not beat his ass.
That's what I say every day at my job, but yeah.
Exactly. It is a blessing indeed. God out for me. But you know who God wasn't looking out for? Inka. Yes. Inka from Fire Force Season 2, Episode 6. Yeah, he said, nope, my hands are not attached to this one.
You still think that she might be playing a bit ambiguous here?
I admit when I am wrong. I thought she may have been serving us a little bit of an anti-hero. But no, she kind of
she took too much not enough hero.
Yeah. She just went full off the rails, but you know, I appreciate how it happened. Like, it wasn't like a descent into madness because she was already crazy, but it was just like it just showed her just becoming more evil. Like,
yeah, like she was already insane and loose in the head, so it's believable that she just is crazy.
Yeah.
Poor penguin or panda, or whatever his name was.
Poor panda. Damn, he literally said, "I'm trying to save your life." And at that point, she was just like she's even now. It's not even her just being evil. I still say it's crazy. Like she's at that point where she's like, "Oh my god, I'm just going to do what my power tells me." She's literally, like, it's that simple. She's like, "Oh, if my brain says to create a fire, then I create one. If it doesn't, well then I don't. Like, by that warped logic, like, everything that she did makes sense if you're applying that warped logic. Because she's like, oh, I went with them because I can't use any of my fire powers on them. So, and I don't want to die.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Inca becomes a major villain, because I think the one thing that Fire Force has been lacking is like a very compelling, like what's his name from season 1 was good, but it needs like a real permanent villain, you know, not like a villain for an arc, but like a mastermind. I don't think Shinra's little brother is good enough to be the main villain. I want someone
like, he's definitely not. He's being used.
Yeah, I want a crazy, insane, super smart. I don't think Inca's that smart, but if she got smarter, that'd be cool. I miss Medusa from Soul Eater. That's what I want. I want Medusa to come from Soul Eater into Fire Force and fix it. But yeah, no, they need a compelling villain, and I think the show is set.
Yeah, I kind of miss Dr. Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni.
Like, he would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's what this show needs. Another Giovanni. Yeah, so that happens. She goes to the dark side, and then they're just like, womp womp. And then just a hard shift into the next arc.
Yeah, that kind of felt abrupt to me. Like, alright, time to just transition to the next arc midway through this episode. But I'm fine with that. You know, that arc...
I'm fine with it because, I mean, I'd rather that than like a long drawn
I don't want it to lose its momentum.
I couldn't save Inca. Am I good enough?
Although it is kind of funny. He was just like, oh, fuck it, we couldn't save Inca. Whatever.
Go to China.
Time to go to China, guys.
Yep, that's where they go. I forget the world building of this place. Clearly, I did.
Yeah, this is going to help a lot with this arc, because this arc is going to delve into the world, I'm sure, with the whole cataclysm and stuff. So
they literally the Chinese peninsula, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that barren wasteland." I was like, "Damn."
Does America exist in this world? I hope they go to America. I want to see a bunch of American firefighters.
Oh,
only because I know that this dude who does the show loves American culture and like loves to push it everywhere. So I want to see like some really stereotypical like cowboy firebender dude like, who just like shoots like a gun that has like a fire whip in it or something.
It'd be hilarious if America was just like destroyed. It's also destroyed. It's like dystopian society, but with a shit ton of a shit ton of American references, like just thrown in everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's like a desert wasteland, but then you see like the Las Vegas sign and Hollywood and shit.
All right, we're done with that. Let us move on to the god of high school.
Yes, episode 5.
I feel like I never have anything really to write about.
Well, I mean, it was just a giant fight. It was an extended fight scene.
Essentially, yeah. It was just Jin Mori versus Daewoo.
I'm fine with I'm glad I went back to the action. Thank you. That's what does best. The fight was actually very well animated, and it was epic, and it was great. That's clearly the strong suit of the show.
Yeah, did what it needed to do. I'm a fan.
I'm glad it actually gave time to the backstory of Hyundai or whatever his name is. I'm always gonna. They're all Korean names. I'm gonna mess them up constantly.
Wait, the backstory of who?
Isn't it Hyundai?
Are you talking about Daewoo?
Is it Daewoo? I thought it was Hyundai.
The karate dude?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Time to look up his name.
Something Daewoo. They call him Daewoo all the time.
Well, whatever. That dude, karate dude.
Racist, got it.
Listen, it's hard enough to remember Japanese names. We ain't trying to remember Korean names, all right? All I know is Jin. All I know is Jin. All I know is Jin. Don't make me start throwing out Lee and all the other Asian names. But yeah, no, I'm glad it went to his backstory. Because I was afraid that they were going to skip over that from last week.
Also, I shipped them so hard, which they were like, what? Who I was watching with, she was like, why would you ship them? Because he's dead. I'm like, oh, but it was still beautiful, even if it was fleeting. And
yeah, they had like a really random bromance.
I don't know. I loved it, and it honestly broke my heart. And I'm just like, and it also put everything in perspective. Like questions were answered. Like, like why was that such a thing? Why did he like beat the crap out of Mira? Like,
I'm afraid that it's gonna do the thing that you don't like, where it's just gonna make Mira not as important as Jin and Dawe, because she kind of just was off to the side. Like, she got beaten up really quickly and easily, and you can see that the main dude, the main sponsor guy, is like focused on Jin and Karate Dude, and he's not gonna fuck about Mira. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Mira's just gonna get thrown to the side, and it's all gonna be about Jin.
Yeah, and sometimes Dewi.
And sometimes Dewi. And then Mira will just get like a random arc where someone's trying to marry her, and they'll fucking kill that person. But yeah, no, I'm glad it gave context to his backstory and stuff, and it was touching. It was very well done.
Good episode. I appreciate it. Alright, so with that being said, let's move on to Kanojo Okarishimasu, episode 5.
Did you enjoy the super long and uncomfortable masturbation scene in this episode?
Oh god. Why? Why? This episode was so kind of weird in so many ways.
It was fun. It was a fun episode.
It wasn't bad. I'm just like, God, stop. I don't want to see you being conflicted while you're masturbating.
I was kind of hoping like his grandma would call or something to really fuck him up. But
yeah, anything to interrupt the scene. Yes. That's good.
But yeah, no, that scene was so unnecessarily long. Like, I got the point after like 12 seconds. You didn't have to make it like a whole 2-minute back and forth.
Weird softcore H scene.
Yeah, putting like super softcore H scenes with mommy. I mean, I appreciate those, but you know, whatever. You don't have to do it for 2 minutes.
Even that I didn't appreciate it, not because it was mommy, but because it was him.
Yeah, you gotta crop him out. Next time we should crop him out.
Yeah.
Just leave mommy there. Put that dude who's just like a black silhouette back in.
Yeah, him. Or
my favorite character.
Or what's his name? John Smith.
I thought the little scene, even though mommy didn't really have much screen time this episode, when he came to talk to her and she just like rolled up her window, that shit was great. Like, even though like I hate mommy so much, but she's so fun to watch.
She really is. She's just such a good entertaining character.
The grandma's cooking up a scheme to get them together. It was awesome.
That was so extra. I'm like, grandma, why? Also, thinking of extra and comfortable, that whole shower scene where he gets looted by grandma, I'm like,
You mean best girl grandma? Yes, I agree.
He was looted by best girl grandma.
Yeah. It was a weird episode. It was like a really weird comedy, etchy drama.
It was.
Like a bit of everything.
So that was fun.
Also, Chizuru's scenes were great. I like when she walked into the elevator and then he's walking behind her and she's like, "No, take the fucking stairs. Get the fuck out of here."
Hana really truly has a heart of gold. I love her.
Yeah, no, she's great.
I love her as Kuzuyu does. Or is it Kuzuya?
I don't know. Kuzuya. Kazuya.
No, I call him Kuzu.
Yeah, but now you're making me forget his name. It's Kazuya.
Oh, I spelled it Kazuyu in my
Is it
notes. That's why I
Kazuya?
was.
No, it's Kazuya. Yeah, there we go.
It's
Kazuya.
Kazuya. I call him Kuzuya.
We're not gonna remember his name 2 more episodes into this show.
Yeah,
We're just gonna call him K.
Damn, you couldn't even give him like the other 3 letters you said.
No.
Let's see. Nastiest jerk-off scene. But yeah. Oh, I did like, and I'm fine with this episode being the episode where they both kind of like had feelings for each other, because it was like, that's how shit happens. People get feelings through traumatic events, and what's more traumatic than both of you guys potentially drowning to death?
Yeah, that's true. And she was kind of like not having feelings for him, but at least acknowledging his good side last episode before she drowned. With his friend and everything. So it's very natural. It's a very natural progression into romance. It's not just like your average harem where they just bump into each other and like, I love him.
Oh my god, yeah, she's hot. Also, the ending is disgusting. I just watched the ending. I skimmed around it and I saw the ending. And I'm like, oh, that's nasty.
Wait, what ending? Which part?
And, no, like the. I'm sorry, that like the ending of each episode, like that.
Oh yeah. Like the ending credit part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. That's disgusting. Like what? Like y'all wild for that.
This is the best part.
You gotta wild for that, but also I'm gonna make my friends watch it.
Yes, you should. Yeah, this is my low key sleeper hit for the season, I think.
Oh, absolute sleeper! Like I understand why it's 7 on any part. I understand it. There's all these good, strong lineups. And then there's of course Sword Art Online.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Yeah, always good lineups and Sword Art Online.
Yeah, all these great shows, and then Sword Art Online.
So understandable. But yeah, no, this is a great series. Even though this episode was weird, it was weird, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for these other 2 girls to show up. What episode we're on episode 6 next?
Yeah, we're
halfway through, and there's still 2 more girls that need to show up.
Yeah, one of them we saw for like 0.5 seconds. The other one we haven't met like at all. So I guess we shall see.
Yeah.
Let's then move on to Uzaki-chan while Subitai, episode 5. I don't know why I keep using this accent.
How do you feel about chocolate mint?
Okay, I'm glad that this is going to be the entire point. Or at least for the podcast. So, it's by no means my go-to in any way, shape, or form. But, like, I don't hate. Like, last time I ate it, which is literally, like, years ago, it's not like my body was, like, repulsed. It wasn't, like... I wasn't like, oh my god, mint chocolate chip, I'm going to explode. And I was like, oh, it's an ice cream flavor, and it tastes like mint. I do, but I kind of like, she brings up a lot of good points when she defends the mint thing, because I understand where she's coming from. As someone who didn't always eat mint flavored stuff, like especially mint flavored toothpaste growing up, I quickly, like, I agree with her when she's like, yeah, it doesn't taste like toothpaste. I'm like, yeah, toothpaste is toothpaste. This is this. It's just the toothpaste happens to be mint flavored.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, I also had mint, like, when you go to the dentist, well, at least when you're
talking about,
they give you all different flavors. Man, I'm kind of mad they don't do that for me anymore as an adult, but, that's okay. Yeah, no, I think it's just the same thing. It's fine. Like I said, not my favorite flavor by any means. But she has some points. How do you feel?
I love chocolate mint. It is one of
Really?
my go-to flavors. Yeah, it's I like it because it's refreshing. It's very I like minty things in general. Like I like the what do you call those things? The junior mints in movie theaters
Hmm.
and stuff. Yeah, I like minty things. They're very it makes you feel
I do.
fresh and clean.
I think I do like. Yeah, I think I do like. I like minty things if it's with something else. So yeah, like, because I feel like I've had like candy where it's like it'd be kind of like the inside would be kind of like a not like a nougat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nougat. But like like those box chocolates, and you eat something that'd be like a strawberry creme.
Yeah.
They would have something similar. They would have like a mint flavored one, but it would taste good because the chocolate balances out the whole fresh minty feeling and doesn't make it feel as overpowered.
Well, then again,
Or overpowered.
when I was a kid, I would always have like when I go to my grandparents' house, I would always eat their mints. Like my grandfather would just like have like 5 different flavors of mints, like
Yeah,
the
my dad also carried a shit ton of mints. He's like, "You want some candy?" And it'd be a mint, and I'd be like,
yeah, I'd be like, yeah, give me all the mints. Mint
I
to me
mean,
when I was a kid was the same as like a Snickers. I'm like, same shit. It's candy.
yeah, like my dad would approach it like that, and I knew it wasn't candy, but sometimes I just be like, I don't care, and I'd eat it anyways.
Yeah. So I'm not adverse to mint. I'm very mint forward. So I agree
Yeah,
with Uzaki. Uzaki, you did
I,
a great job. I'm glad you got a standing ovation.
that was ridiculous. This anime is so silly.
I lost it when she was about to punch him in the face. Oh, I've never had a mint thing. And she's like, what the fuck did you just say?
Excuse me?
What?
You mint?
Yeah, the enemy is great. I love that the setting is all the other characters just want them to get together. Because now we got a new guy who just shows up and is like, I want Uzaki and my friend to get together.
Yeah, but he was weird. He's weird, like the way I imagine, like some idiots in college.
Yeah,
That,
he's
like
he's like the dude bro. He's the dude bro friend. He's like, yeah, did you fuck her yet?
God, I'm sorry. I just have to like, because I was like, I remember literal, like I literally had flashbacks when guys would, well, they would never, they wouldn't say it outright like that, but they would basically ask it without asking it, and then everyone, like the whole energy of the room would just be like,
Well, it's always important to have a good dude bro friend, you know? Keeps it real.
yeah. Yeah, but I don't want it to be that real. Nor asking me if I'm
I mean, maybe that's so real that you ask in front of Uzaki while she's right there and listening.
Yeah, but they will do that.
I mean, if they have a dude bro friend, but have him have some, sense of shame sometimes, not just be like, you two, fooling around, huh?
Yeah, well, when you find that one, I honestly do whatever. I don't care because I'm no longer in college. I wouldn't want to hang out with him either way.
We go to grad school. We can relive our college days.
Yeah, I'm good. And I did like the whole thing with Amai, like confront him. She's like, because she's sensible, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Just like, and then even then they had their own back and forth thing. They're like getting into each other, which I thought was pretty funny.
I like the college setting because it does a lot. Like I like the fact that they just have lectures and stuff. Like the whole beginning part of the episode where he's sleeping in class and then she's like smugly just mocking him during a lecture was cute.
Yeah, and then did you catch the fact that like the lecturer was like also saying all that stuff on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, maybe that's kind of juvenile of me." I'm like, "Yeah, that actually kind of was."
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't like wake up, so you just like said, "You know what?" So the psychology of like dreams and stuff. I'm like, "Damn."
Yes.
Without that little bit, like that little bit was pretty funny. Like I enjoyed knowing that she did that just to be petty.
Mm-hmm. Good teacher, good lecturer.
Yeah, I don't know. This anime definitely lets like it's like a consistent, just chill one. I feel like like this is what I wanted Azure Lane and Shadowverse and every other shitty anime that I had to watch.
We still have to finish Azure Lane. I don't know if it. Actually, I don't know. Can anyone in the comments let us know if Azure Lane ever got the last episode released or not? I don't know if it ever came out.
Yeah.
If they just canceled it, like whatever, we're done, canceled.
Yeah. Let us know. Well, actually, don't let us know, because then, Oni's gonna want to watch it, and I do not.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.
Do you know what's not very chill though to watch? It is time to talk about the episode of the week. Lunch Basket episode 18.
The I'm sorry, Rin episode.
Yeah, apologize to Rin.
I will apologize. I will forgive her for everything.
Yeah, poor
she
Rin.
still was like mean to everyone. So
well, she's not as mean as Akito and her parents.
Bruh, the way this the way this episode built up everything, because it kept building up with the assumption that like, oh, and it's just, oh, okay, here's the sad part and it's over. And it's like, no, got more sad. Got more sad. Like, they built to the point when, and I was not expect, like, I just didn't expect it. I did not expect Akito to just push her. Like, the slap, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
But when he pushed her out the window, like, I literally, like, burst into tears.
Yeah, fuck Akito. Like
that actually made me cry.
Akito is like the top 5 villains. I just fucking hate their guts so much.
I literally like once I was done crying, I was immediately my sadness was immediately turned into anger, and I just went on a murderous rampage to myself.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Also, fuck all the fuck the parents, except for like the handful of good parents, like Hero's. Yeah, Hero's mom is really adorable.
She's so good. She's like all pregnant and happy. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
So Akito, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, puts her in like the rack, just kills her for a reason.
The way that Rin's parents just like, it was horrific, but it was also like the most random fucking turd. Like, oh, my parents have been good to me all my life, and then I just asked them, wow, you guys are always so happy. You are doing it for you!
You were sad, and then do everything off the table.
Thanks for being such a happy family, guys. Flips table. Fuck you! Fucking kill you! You're a mistake! I'm like, gee. Like, fuck these guys. And I hate most of the parents in this show. Like, all the parents are so ludicrously over the top, mean and evil. Jesus. Like, not even like negligent, just like outright evil.
Is it really so? Like, was it really so hard raising her? Like, okay, just your dad couldn't. Oh, that kind of sucks.
What?
I didn't say your dad can't hold you ever, but.
I mean, yeah, but that's not a reason to beat the shit out of her.
I can't hold you, therefore I can only punch you. Like,
yeah, like what?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking for like and it's like you probably just raised her inside the the faculty, or inside the Tomo residence,
the Akito compound of torture,
Akito jail.
Yeah, this show doesn't end with Akito. I don't want Akito to have a happy ending. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. I want him to die.
I need just murder.
I want Toru to just like stab him. Like, go in for the hug and just pull out a shank and stab him.
Yeah, like stab him, and he's like, oh, and falls down. And she just goes like, "This is for," and then she just says for everyone's name as she's like killing them.
Oh, she should like stab him 12 times for the Zodiac.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She goes like, "This is hero."
Oh, please let me make the ending.
You see all the things that he did to each one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is for Kaguya. This is for that little girl who's with Hiro, whose name I forget, Kisa?
Yeah, Kisa.
For Kisa! And then the last one, and this is for Kyo!
Yeah, she like stabs it right to his head. Oh yes, please do that to her. Be the hero we need, Toru.
I don't care for bloodthirsty.
Yeah, I don't care. This is not ending with AKITO.
I need him. I literally just need to watch bad guys get killed. For like
Yeah, I don't. This better not end with AKITO being like hugged and be like, "We love you, AKITO. We forgive you for all the." No, fuck you, AKITO. You had so many chances to not be a dick. All you had to do was not be a dick, and yet you come out here and push people out windows.
Yeah, or all told them could just run up on him and just simultaneously just start ganking him. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe Shigide can poison him. Maybe that's Shigide's plan all along. He just wants to get close enough to AKITO to just like fucking poison him.
Yeah. Or maybe Kyo's monster gets like unleashed, and then the monster just eats him.
Or maybe they all summon their animals to eat them. Like,
oh my god, they all turn into animals.
Yeah.
And they eat them as animals.
Yeah.
That would be great. Although it would be funny with Hattori. They're all just ripping him apart, and you just see him floundering about. Like,
also, yeah, Rin and Haru's relationship was cute. I really like that little aspect too.
Oh my god, I loved watching them get together. That was so. That was so cute. I feel so bad for Rin, and then all the time Rin just wanted a way to just break the curse. Like, she was looking for a way to break the curse, so she's like, I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. And then Shigure, being typical not shit, he literally, which I kind of like. I actually like his character more. He's just he literally said, yeah, I don't know what to do, honestly, so you guys just do the footwork, break the curse, so I can just like live my life. Please and thanks.
Yeah. Please do this for me so I can move on my life.
And I'm like, you know what? I respect that. I respect the honesty.
Yep. You do you, Shigide.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, everyone watching. Just listening to us think of really awful ways for AKITO to die, but
it's therapeutic. This is a therapy session.
It's actually, yes, this is a safe space, guys, for killing AKITO. Oh my god. Alright, now let's get to the last one. To Aru no Railgun T, episode 18.
Yes.
This was such a silly episode.
Yeah, this was just I'm glad I watched this last. This was just a laid back, silly, fun episode of. I'm glad that they're going in with this whole dream world concept because it's very fun.
Yeah, same.
Although I do feel depressed anytime, that Mugino's group shows up on screen because I'm just like, oh, they're all going to be murdered horribly. Great.
By Mugino.
By Mugino. Stop showing me Mugino's squad. I don't want to see Frenda anymore. I don't want to see Frenda interact with the team knowing that literally, 2 months from now, Mugino's going to go on a rampage and chop her head off.
Yeah.
Kind of ruins it for me.
That's a little bit. I just tried to not think about it.
Yeah, poor Frenda.
The whole card trading thing. First of all, so many red flags about this whole dreaming thing. Red flags everywhere. But I love how they're trading it literally the most recent season of Hunter x Hunter. Which it's this anime is really fucking weird, which is why I love it. There's one series where they get stuck in a game, quote unquote. It's called Greed Island. And, the whole point of it is just to collect cards. If you collect all said cards, you win. But one of the key things about the game is it's expected that you trade stuff with different people. You trade or buy cards. So when they were talking about that in the beginning with the dude, and they even had classes just like in Hunter x Hunter, like the cards did. So I was just like, is this is this a Hunter x Hunter reference? It really feels like one.
You know what? Either way, it's still a better card game than Shadowverse was.
well, it's not a card game, but
whatever. Card inspired arc. Arc where the cards are the focus.
I mean, yes, well, I agreed with you when you said it's a better card. Anything like it's a better card blank than Shadowverse.
Yes, that fair enough. But yeah, no, I like the concept of it. Of that, it was fun. It was funny. It was a funny episode.
Bust uppa.
The ninja scene where what's her name gets this.
That annoying. That was hilarious.
Yeah, like you can use your thighs to. Oh yeah, but men prefer boobs anyways. Just, there's no getting around that.
Yeah, he's like, nah. And then the guy was just like, you guys are being really fucking loud. Do you not? And just immediately Misaka has her own thing where she starts screaming and she ends up waking up screaming. And then he's like, yeah, you guys can go.
Yeah, please get out of my store. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys can leave.
Oh, I love that there's like a random character that we don't even see the face, like their face, but she gets the card. And she just becomes a huge buzz. I thought when they first showed it, I was like, is this the main villain for this arc? It's like, oh no, why would it be? Of course not.
Because it's really big tits.
Yeah, there's a random girl who just got lucky and is now well endowed.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if, like, she actually was, like, the mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was a bad guy who just happened to get the card.
You know what'd be hilarious? Because you know how all of these, like series, the spin-offs intersect with each other at different arcs and stuff. Like stuff that's happening in this will lead to stuff that happens in Index or whatnot. It'd be funny if, like what you said, some villain randomly got that card, and then at some without any context, they just show up in Index. One episode being flat-chested, and then like another arc they just show up with like double D breasts, and we just don't know why their butt size changed, and you have to go see Railgun to figure out the reason.
Oh my god, that'd be so dumb.
Like season 2 Index is just normal, and then Index in season 3 has like double D's, and you're like, wait, what happened? And you're like, go watch season 3 of Railgun to find out what happened to Index.
I mean, some guys that would give them reasons to go watch it. Me, however, that'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna accept it and move on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a fun little concept. I'm sure the story's gonna pick up soon, but for now I'm enjoying the little cutesy interactions they have.
It's a very cute filler episode. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And now it's time for our last part, the filler arc, where we get to talk about anything, but this week,
oh boy,
Oni is the one who thought of the title, so I think he should lead the discussion. Only if you would be so kind to take it away.
Sure. So for those of you who do not know, which I wouldn't know how you wouldn't because it's such a big story, the Animemes subreddit actually banned the word trap on the subreddit. And it's caused a bit of an outrage because there's a lot of anime fans who are like, this is censorship and trap is not a slur and yada yada yada. So I think it's important to, discuss this reasonably like adults and give our takes on whether trap A is a slur and B should be banned. So I think unpopular opinion. I don't know if you saw that video I sent you last night, but
no, I didn't. I didn't watch it.
Unpopular opinion, but if you haven't seen the video by Vosh from this, it's great. Unpopular opinion. So I do think, depending on the context of that word, yeah, it can be a slur, like a very low level slur. Yeah. If you go if you're using it in the context of anime, like, oh, Astolfo is a trap, that's fine. Yes. If you're using it as like a derogatory term to refer to a real life person or trans person, then it's a slur. So I see where they're coming from in that sense.
Mm-hmm. So, I agree. Like literally, that's pretty much how I feel verbatim.
Yeah, so I think that sense it's true. Although I do also think that 99% of the time it's people in the anime community are using it. They're using it in the right context. But you got to keep in mind that there's always that 1% people out there who are just like, I'm gonna take this meme and make it super transphobic and racist and go overboard with it.
No reason.
For no reason. So, in my opinion, what I think happened is the mod team was just like, listen, there's definitely this toxic element of the anime memes board. By the way, if you're going to have a meme board or channel or anything, you're always going to run the risk that some people go overboard with their memes. So, my guess is that the modders were just, or the mod community was just like, listen, we've seen a noticeable spike in the amount of transphobic memes using the word trap. So just to
do it out of nowhere.
Yeah, so like, just to keep it easy and safe on our, and have to spend so much time and resources, we'll just do a blanket ban on that.
Yeah, like, and I sympathize with them because as from last year when I started definitely really hopping into Discord in terms of like moderating and being an admin. It's like I understand like when people change stuff like in chat rooms or Discord, whatever, they're if that happens, if a rule is being changed, so something's being banned, there's probably a good reason why it happened.
Yeah, and what I've also noticed, since also being an admin and working with Drew and everything on Discord, is that there's a lot of instances like where you're just a regular user using a word, and when you're an admin administrating something, those are two vastly different points of view. So yeah, you might not have a problem using the word, but keep in mind, if this is a subreddit that has like thousands of people, those thousands of people aren't necessarily as smart or kind or have a much common sense as you. So you can't use yourself as a standard. You have to be like, what is the stupidest, dumbest, inhabitant here, and how would they use this word? And then that's the standard. That's how rules are made. To stop the stupidest and dumbest people from being stupid and dumb.
And finally we are like, well, that stuff doesn't happen, like that in places or in Discord. It does. That is why I made changes to the rules, because it did happen.
So yeah, I can tell you firsthand for like the word, like 99.9% of the time, or 99% of the time, even though it's used fine, all it takes is that 1% of the time to like ruin it for everybody.
Yes,
because otherwise it becomes a cancer and everybody starts doing it.
With certain words, like we had a similar situation that happened, and then it was like, oh yeah, just because that small group of people, one person did or said something, it's like, oh well, now we have to, do something about it to enforce it.
Exactly. So I'm not, even though from a personal standpoint, I don't think I would have put the ban in. But I agree. Like, I see why it was done. Like,
I don't think I would have done it. Well, it literally depends on what I saw.
Yeah, it also depends on how much.
It's not our thing. Like, we're not admins or mods there. We only see what we see on our. We can only speak to what we see on, our Discord, not theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
Or their Reddit. So I totally understand. But yeah, and on the flip side of when Oni was saying, "Oh, think about the dumbest person," blah 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 blah. Don't take yourself out of it. I will challenge you even further to take yourself out of it and realize it's not just about you.
Yeah,
this subreddit is not just a you subreddit. Not just the Oni subreddit for memes, the Drew subreddit for memes, etc., etc.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind that everyone is using it. So, from that point of view, it'd be, when you look at it that way, and also, I'm not against people saying like petitioning to unban it if you have, I can think of arguments to unban it. So I'm not necessarily in the crowd that's like everyone who's saying the word is transphobic, but if you are in the camp that's trying to unban the word or whatever, just use be mindful of like your arguments and your reasoning. Don't let your argument be self-defeating. Don't be transphobic in your arguments, because I've seen that happen a couple of times. Use actual reason and logic and be like, listen, this shouldn't be banned because 99% of the time it's used correctly and it's a trope in the anime community. Yeah.
It's literally, I use, someone challenged me when I used the word trap during like one of our first,
podcast. I remember
podcast episodes. Someone came for me for using it, and I broke down the word. I literally broke it down like a whole paragraph explaining like why me saying it in this context is not transphobic.
Exactly. So yeah, just be mindful of the word you use and whatnot. And I think it's important to know that just because you don't use something as a slur doesn't mean other people can't use it as a slur. Like, for example, just to be completely, make a completely weird analogy, but if Killer Bee in Naruto is not a slur, but if I went around calling every black person I saw a Killer Bee, it's a slur. So anything can be a slur. It just depends on the context and way you're using it.
Yep, and just another example that's actually true and doesn't happen as much, but happened all the time when I was a child, calling everything bad gay. Gay is, by itself is not a slur, but then you used it to insult everyone and compare it to something bad 9 out of 10 times. But it's not a slur. You're just using it in a very bad context.
Yes, be mindful of how you use your wording. So yeah, I think that's what I had to say about that whole incident. So hopefully everyone can get together and sing Kumbaya and rejoice and all of that. So
thank you so much for bringing that topic up. That was a good discussion.
It was. And if you guys enjoyed our discussion, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch the podcast as it goes up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and follow us on Discord. You can also join the Patreon like all these lovely members on screen right now and get yourself a bunch of awesome perks, including access to our members-only Discord channel, the Midnight Channel, and the ability to live watch anime with us. This season, we are watching Re:Zero with our patrons, so if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to become a patron. Drew, you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just be kind to yourselves and be kind and considerate to others before you type what you're about to type.
Yes, as the great Jerry Springer once said, be kind to yourself and to others. Until next time, this is Soroni and
Jerry Springer. Nah, Drew.
See you later.
Bye.